Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a new story. The name of the story is What If Naruto Was Lazy but Had a Secret Power? And yeah guys, it is a neglected story as well and my own idea. Now before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to both of my channels. And yeah, I'm really happy and glad that you guys, well, forgave me this once because of, my neglecting to you all and this channel. Anyways, I promise I will be making a short movie tomorrow because I'm free on Meta What If and on this channel maybe a movie, who knows, who knows. Finger crossed, here's hoping. And it both will be your guys' idea. I have picked out a few, but I'm still open for more suggestions. Anyways, it might be a combination of two or three people's ideas if I like them all together. Enough said, without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins 5 years after the Kyubi attack in Konoha Gakure no Sato. As we go towards the shinobi residence where we see Uzumaki Namikaze household, in which at the backyard we see two redhead kids were training. Both of them had blue eyes and tan skin. One of them was female and one of them was male and was wearing glasses. It was Menma Uzumaki Namikaze, the oldest child, and the middle child, Mito Uzumaki Namikaze. As now we see, both of them were training and sparring with each other, their mother was standing near them, observing each and every one of their moves. As this was going on, we see the atmosphere was tense, and suddenly a snoring sound was heard from the other side, breaking their focus altogether, as Kushina rolled her eyes and sighed, putting both of her fingers on her temples between her eyes as she then said, "Naruto, if you don't wish to train, then please at least go inside and sleep there. Stop disturbing us." "What? Why? The weather is nice here, isn't it? I mean, why would you then train outside?" "Because it is considered training, Naruto," said Menma, because he had had enough with his brother's behavior. Ever since he was young, he has been always lazy. Whenever Menma, as far as he could remember, wanted to mingle with his brother, all he would do was just brush him off by saying he is the one who is resting here and bothering him. As now we see, Kushina frowned because her youngest, even though she knew that he was quite a genius and a problem-solving child, well, he was just too lazy, even more so than the legendary lazy-ass Nara clan themselves of their village itself, and which was quite insulting to them, and that is why they hated Naruto, but in a funny manner, if anything else, because he always got away with his laziness. And that was until now. As Kushina then said, "That's it, Naruto. If you're not gonna change your behavior, I'm gonna tell your father to give you a proper punishment." "Oh yeah? Well, we'll talk about that once I take this nap." As Naruto went back to sleep again, after yawning for a bit, as Kushina was literally fuming, as Mito, if more than anything, was impressed. Wow, he really just went back to sleep just like that, right? Yeah, to be honest, it is a terrifying talent. Terrifying talent indeed. But a useless one, though. You gotta admit it is. As now we see, in the night time, as the dinner was being served, we see that Naruto came downstairs in his pajama wearing his hat. As he then said, hey everyone. Hey Toho-chan, you're finally back, huh?" As Minato had a frown on his face, as he witnessed Naruto eating in a sleepy state his dinner and saying goodnight, went upstairs. As he was stopped, as he was climbing up the stairs by Minato, as he placed a hand on his shoulder. "Naruto, son, to the couch. We need to discuss something." "Huh? What do you mean by that?" "Just go there, we'll talk." As now we see, a few minutes later, Minato and Kushina were standing in front of Naruto, while Menma and Mito were sitting on the side, enjoying the show, because their little lazy brother was going to get finally the words. "What is it? Please. I need to sleep. I'm tired." "Listen, Naruto. Your behavior has been not acceptable as of recently. You have been giving odd responses to your mother, and you have been extremely lazy. Son, you are born in a shinobi family, and whether you like it or not, you have to at least train, even if you don't want to become a shinobi, in order to protect yourself." "Protect myself? From what?" From our enemies, Naruto. We made a lot of enemies. What do you think? Then isn't it kind of your fault that I'm in this mess? As Kushina literally had a tick mark on her forehead because she was about to crash out on Naruto. But she was being held back by both of, well, Naruto's siblings and by Swathi. Naruto, to your room now. We'll discuss this tomorrow. Come here, say that again, you little twerp. What did you say to me? Huh? Said Kushina as she was enraged. As Naruto, after taking a long yawn, dragged himself upstairs and went to sleep. As now we see next day, Naruto came down for breakfast. As back in the Hokage office, once Minato arrived there, he has been thinking about that. As Hiruzen and the elders arrived, Minato, you seem out of it. I said good morning twice and you didn't reply. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay and taking care of your health, my boy? It's nothing. It's just nothing. What is it? Something is bothering you. It's Naruto. As Danzo, who knew about the boy, then sighed. That boy is too cunning for his own good. What did he do this time? Cunning? I don't know what you're trying to say, Danzo-sama. But if anything, that boy is extremely lazy. Oh yes, he is lazy, but when he wants to be, he can be extremely cunning. You see, I sent out some of my own spies to monitor your home. Monitor? But why would you do that? There has been some Eva shinobis nearby, no? The ones that you caught? Oh, it was around that time. Yes. And I sent it out because I found some unusual people within the village. Alright? And what did you see? I witnessed that Naruto had laid down traps, extreme traps, that all of those people were caught immediately. So that is why those people were tied up and were begging for our help. Yes, not only after you took them away, I let my men go there and take the traps away, but I examined them. Turns out your boy has been doing some experimentation with Fuinjutsu arts and with poisonings. As all of their eyes widen. What do you mean by that? At first I thought it was just that, and then I found something else. A source of energy that I couldn't quite put my hand on. It was chakra, but a technique that was never seen or used in the history of the shinobi world ever before. A technique developed by your son. As Hiruzen and Minato more than anything was baffled. And that is why I think that he's extremely lazy and carefree because he knows that if he's in danger, he will be able to sense it and lay down such vicious traps that his enemy, even we might take mercy on them. Even I felt sorry for the poor bastards after searching those traps through. Seriously, are they really that much dangerous? Can I see them? Of course. As after that we see, Danza brought him where the traps were set and placed for examination. After Minato and Hiruzen examined them carefully, they were shocked. It is true. See? Told you. As now we see, next thing we see, Naruto was brought into the Hokage office. Ah, jeez, Dad, why did you brought me here of all the places? Naruto, son, you have some explanations to do. As Naruto had a book in his hand that he was reading when he wasn't sleeping. What is that in your hand? Oh, nothing. It's just a Fuinjutsu book. That is, my boy, a S-rank book that you are reading over there. So what? I do tend to get bored when I'm not sleeping, so I have to do something to entertain myself. Entertainment. Then would you humor us by showing how you made these traps? Oh, these toys. Well, I made them when I was bored. And well, I placed them around the house in order to make sure that everything was secure. But Naruto, anyone could have stepped on them. What if me, Kushina, or Menman Mito would have? You couldn't have, because I placed your chakra and your, well, DNA in them, making sure that whenever you all cross that place, it won't be triggered. But aside from us, it will be immediately. So any of the shinobis could have gotten hurt. Yeah, pretty much, but why would be a shinobi there in the first place? Isn't that the question? Said Naruto after taking a yawn. As it honestly quite was disrespectful to yawn in front of the elders and legends, but it was Naruto we're talking about, the most laziest that even Nara invade him. Naruto, but what is this energy source? I found out I have a secret technique of my own. Curses. Curses? What do you mean by that? I can place curses. Use my chakra as a form of curse. That is why I'm extremely sleepy all the time. The only drawback of that technique, chakra curses. That is something entirely new. Yup, and extremely funny. What do you mean by that? Do you know that civilian son that was being disrespectful to you that turned recently bald completely? Oh, you mean Han-san, right? Yeah, I was the one who gave him curse that each and every day a single strand of hair of his will fall. And I forgot to turn off the curse, and poor guy turned into a baldy. Complete bald. And no matter how much he tries, he can't grow his hair back until, well, I lift up the curse. As everyone was baffled, because the new Kekigenkai, or a shinobi arts, was discovered in the form of chakra curses by Naruto. As after that, Naruto chuckled, wiping a tear away. If that is all, then I'll be leaving. After all, I have some Z's to catch. No. Stop right there, Naruto. Not before we have some more explanations out of you, my boy. Seriously. As Naruto made a hand seals, as a shadow clone poofed into existence, shocking them all. Ask everything from him, I'm too tired. As Naruto's clone holded him there. Wait, boss. I'm exhausted as well. Why don't you say that yourself? Let me go, man. Poof me away. I want to rest too. As Naruto was bothered by that, you're my clone. You should listen to me. I am you, my boy. What are you talking about? As the elders as well as Minato was now quite shocked as well as quite humored by that Naruto and his clone just arguing back and forth about them needing to sleep. But in the end, they allowed Naruto to leave just because it was getting out of hand. As now we see Naruto resting in his room while Minato returned and revealed everything at the dinner table to Kushina and Menman Mito, as they were shocked. So it was Naruto who caught them and laid out those traps. Yeah. At first I thought you were the one. That is why I didn't say anything. I thought you were the one, Minato, that laid out the traps as a security form feature of the house. As now we see Naruto came downstairs, dozily eating his dinner, as Ina said, don't worry, I will lay out the traps in the morning again. This time it is more dangerous. The person that steps on them will turn into ashes. Just kidding. Maybe not. Who knows what I placed there? Said Naruto as if it was nothing and went upstairs. As Menma and Mito's jaws dropped. We train so hard regularly. And this lazy ass... Menma? Words. Sorry to say, Kachan, but seriously, this lazy ass is inventing stuff left and right. All for what? Like some sort of apocalypse that is going to befall on us? Maybe so, as that is when we see a scream was heard from the backyard as Menma and Mito dashed there alongside with Minato and Kushina to see that it was Jiraiya who was on the ground twitching left and right as his hair was standing up as electricity was coursing through them. Yep, I remember now. I placed lightning jutsus in between them as rank ones. So that's gonna sting. Yelled out Naruto as poor Jiraiya was brought inside. As after recovering from a bit, we see Jiraiya was literally flinching left and right because of the lightning jutsus that were giving him the aftershocks because of Naruto and his, well, twisted mind making the seal that locked in the jutsus. I still can't believe that the kid would do such a thing like that. Sensei, are you sure you're okay? Yeah, I'm perfectly fine, said Jiraiya. As after he completely calmed down and the electric chakra wore off, we see Jiraiya and said, I'm impressed. Impressed that the kid has such brains to make such cool art and stuff. But seriously, he should be placed in a great care, Minato. Yeah, tell that to him. We have been trying our best, but we can't seem to force him. Where is his room? I don't think that is a good idea, said Menma. Don't try to enter his room without his permission. He has laid out traps. There's no trap that me, the seal master of Konoha, can't undo. As next thing they saw, Jiraiya went upstairs as his screams were heard. As after a lot of screams went down, Jiraiya came downstairs with a clanging sound. As there was a bear trap trapped on his ass and literal snakes within his underwear. Don't know how they got there, but they got there. As now we see, Jiraiya had his face swollen, his hair burnt and shaved from the center part, as well as his clothes were chipped. You know what? You were right, said Jiraiya, swinging back and forth. That kid is a menace to society, and we're lucky that he's just a lazy bastard. As after that, Jiraiya passed out, and the next thing we see, him being rushed to the ICU of Konoha, where the doctors were trying their best to hold in their laughter while recovering him. As next morning, Jiraiya was completely recovered and bandaged up as well. Sorry about Naruto sensei. We'll give him a good, well, scolding once we get back home. Yeah, that kid is immense. I'm glad that he's lazy at this point. I mean, who places S rank traps as well as such dangerous techniques of ninjutsu arts on his front door just to make sure that he's in complete privacy and silence? Naruto does, said Mito with a deadpan expression. I told you, didn't I? Said Menma as he was having the PTSD's flashback when Naruto had mild ones. And he was lucky that after that he didn't just step in and barge inside Naruto's storeroom ever again. As now we see, Naruto arrived there because Kushina had warned him if he didn't he won't get any ramen which he loved. With flowers bouquet. Here you go, old man. Just for you, said Naruto as Jiraiya flinched after seeing Naruto. Oh, hey Naruto. What are these? What are you doing? Nothing, just giving you flowers, old man. Are they, are they, are there any seals in those flowers or something like that? Are you pulling my leg or something? Hey, I'm not trying to prank you or something. I'm genuinely feel awful for what happened last night. She literally made a machine, trapped it within a seal that had snakes in them, venomous ones, and they bit me all over my sensitive parts. Even the doctor said my Johnsons might not be able to stand ever again. Yeah, well, sorry about that. But you know what they say, right? If you can't get it up, get it up. I don't know. Anyways, enough about that. Listen, kid. You have real talent. Real good talent. Then why not use it for good? And all that bullshit and crap. For what? Just so a few people can say, "Good, yay, Naruto-sama, go Naruto-sama." Yeah, no, I'd rather sleep. Anyways, I'm off. I did my chore. So you better bring me my ramen kachan, said Naruto in front of Jiraiya as Jiraiya was shocked that he was doing this as a chore. I knew it! I knew it you wouldn't bring me flowers out of your kindness of your heart. Next time, you better not step inside my door, Jiraiya. Because I might seal a Tsunade there, or a person similar to Tsunade. And it's gonna target towards your Johnson and rip it out. As Jiraiya literally clenched his legs because he knew that Naruto wasn't joking as Naruto walked out. As now we see Naruto for the first time was taking a stroll within the village, now that he noticed. As he was walking, we see Naruto bumped into someone. It was none other than Sasuke Uchiha. Watch where you're going. Oh, and who might you be? From the fan on your back, you're from a fan clan? As Sasuke face faulted, as then he got up, pissed, as he then said, No, I am from the elite Uchiha clan. Elite? But aren't they shoved to all the way back to the left side of the village itself, quite far away? As Sasuke gritted his teeth. At least I'm from a clan. What clan are you from? The legendary Uzumakis, who went down in flames after destroying 3 shinobi villages on their own, said Naruto with a smirk, as Sasuke gritted his teeth. But you don't look like an Uzumaki. Well, says the fool who's standing on top of my trap seal. As now we see, next thing Sasuke did was took off his clothes and began to run naked all the way back home. What are you doing to me? Wow, aren't you a pervert? Said Naruto, as after saying that he went back home. As inside the council chamber next morning, Minato had to apologize because Sasuke was now traumatized and didn't want to step out because everyone was laughing their asses. Even the Uchiha clan themselves, who knew who he was laughing themselves to death. As Minato then said, I'm sorry for that, Fugaku. Yeah, tell that to my kid who's traumatized. Anyways, he said that he was from the Uzumaki clan, and I highly doubt that he's your, well, son, isn't he? Well, he is, kind of. Kind of? What do you mean by that? He is, isn't he? Said Nara, Shikaku. Which one of them did it? Naruto. Damn, that brat is cool. As everyone looked towards Shikaku that he had grown a second head. What? The kid's a genius. He gets to laze around all day without getting a beating from his wife or mother, and then he has countermeasures for people who want him to work hard. Seems like you are motivated way more than ever to meet this Naruto. He is a legend among Nara clan. A legend that is mentioned in the prophecy by the beaten up and abused Nara men, that he will come and claim his throne as the king of laziness, but also the counters to whoever stop him from being lazy. And we will follow him. As everyone had a huge sweat drop mark, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Just sit back down, Shikaku. As Shikaku sat down with a power on his face while folding his arms, because he was saying the truth. It was their prophecy, goddammit, and no one was believing them. Look, Fugaku, I apologize for what happened. I will bring Naruto to your place and make sure that he asks for forgiveness. As now we see, Naruto was forced to go there. As Sasuke, after seeing Naruto, was literally so traumatized that he was about to jump out of window until Naruto stopped him. Listen, man, you shouldn't have said those words to me. They were quite hurtful. And what I did, yeah, you didn't deserve that. I'm sorry. As Naruto placed the seal on top of Sasuke, as after Naruto returned, Naruto activated the seal as Sasuke was having a formal dinner in front of the Uchiha elites. As him alongside everyone, the seal spread as they all began to turn naked and dash around the whole village like perverts. As Naruto was laughing his ass off while watching with binoculars of what was going on. As he heard a yell, Naruto! Get your ass downstairs this instant! It was his mother. Oh, poop. As now we see, the whole Uchiha clan was pissed off and wanted Naruto to go away from the village so that they could have peace. So, to tackle that, Minato tried to defend Naruto, but Naruto understood the situation has gotten worse, and he then realized that he needed to do something. Listen, if I'm bothering you all here, then I'll leave. I promise you won't see me again here. After all, I'm gonna go to the land of fire capital, buy a place there, and rest until I die. Like we will let you leave. This is a punishment. We want him to be sent to blood prison for this insolence. Hey, buddy, you're pushing your luck here, said Naruto, turning his tone a little bit serious. I am being generous by saying I'll be leaving. I placed so many traps here, especially in the Uchiha clan, that it might turn into a black, deep pit. When I activate that, not a single soul will survive. Do you wish for me to activate that? What kind of insolence is this, Minato-sama? Your son has placed explosive seals all around our clan compound and around the village. Hey, those seals have two countermeasures, a self-destruct and a protection barrier, so that no one can enter within the vicinity of the village. So unless you want me to do the other stuff, you would allow me to leave. So we're at your mercy, said Danzo. Pretty much. As Danzo then said, agreed, then you're allowed to leave peacefully. So these seals will protect us, right? Try it. See for yourself. As now we see, Danzo, who had brought out a few criminals who were set free, then tried to break free from the seal. As soon as they stepped out, they exploded. See? It works both ways as a protective barrier and making sure that whoever steps out of this seal, who is having ill intentions towards this village, will turn into that. After saying that how sadistic Naruto was, and they were glad that he was lazy and was content with the punishment of just going away and lazing his ass off. As Naruto went away, the whole village began to celebrate, but Menma, Mito, they they were missing him. They didn't want to admit it, but they were missing their little brother. After all, an Uzumaki was an Uzumaki, and it was their Naruto. And so, after Naruto left and began to laze around, time began to pass by as Naruto reached at the age of 13 and slowly drifted into the age of 14 just by lazing off, as he heard some odd newses that the village was tried to be attacked by Orochimaru, but him alongside all of his well people, let's just say there was like a festival going on there because a lot of bodies exploded that day. And the whole elemental nation was downright terrified of what was going on in Konoha. And that is when Minato gave a proper statement in front of the daimyos that whoever had ill intentions towards Konoha, ever set a foot inside or outside of this barrier that his sons placed, will turn into that. And the Akatsuki, well now we go towards them in Amegakure. As they said, we're screwed if we go near Konoha. We need to find that kid who placed that barrier there and make him turn it off. After that, we will take the Nine-Tails Jinchurikis with us. As now we see, they then went and found Naruto, all the while everything was going smoothly back in the village. As Menma and Mito were training and became already tunings, as the village was growing and running smoothly, we see Naruto was captured from his house, which he vowed and promised his parents that he won't place huge amount of seals with. As Naruto woke up inside a cave, tied up to a chair. What the? This isn't comfortable at all. But I'll make it work. As Naruto was about to drift to sleep, we see that Zetsu then said, Ahem. What? Who is it? You're actually being kidnapped here. Oh, I know. As Naruto again was about to drift to sleep, as everyone in the shadows were looking at themselves, is this kid for real? He was being kidnapped. People would have been panicking right now, or would have demanded who they were, but he's just drifting back to sleep? As that is when Naruto then said, Look, buddy, I don't care who the hell you are, what do you want? Just let me finish my sleep and then we'll talk, okay? No. We want for you to remove those seals that you placed in Konoha. And why would I do that? We want the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. And if you want yourself not to be harmed, you would do as we say. Try it. What? Try it, I said. As now we see, Naruto made already a few seals that were activated. As soon as Zetsu set a foot there, Zetsu was turned into ashes and crumbled down. What did you do? I crumbled him down. Oh yeah, I forgot about one technique. Naruto thought to himself. I curse all of you. For what? To become a human centipede and have diarrhea, said Naruto. As Conan, Pain, and everyone else became human centipede, tied each other's faces to the other person's ass, and they all had diarrhea. As everyone began to barf and have diarrhea in each other's mouth, as it was quite disgusting, and Naruto himself then said, Ew, disgusting, enough. Why did I even have that idea? You're sick. You sick fuck. What did you do? Oh yeah, I have another curse that I can place on all of you. I curse you all. I curse you that all of you will become idiots. Major idiots. And your brain cells will be reduced to only one. And that will be idiot in general. You will all be the personifications of idiots. And forget about you ever had this goal. As after that Naruto freed himself already, as he witnessed his curse take in action, as all of them literally became idiots. And after that Naruto just walked away, leaving the Akatsuki resolved. As after Naruto returned, we see that Naruto then thought for a bit. You know what? Time for me to go home. I can always curse them to forget about this. As Naruto cursed the Uchiha clan all to go bald and their eyes to turn pink, and make them do gay poses whenever they do jutsus. As from then onwards, the Uchiha clan turned into the most obnoxious clan in the whole existence of the elemental nation, and people will outright laugh at them no matter how much they try to be serious. As for Naruto, as soon as he returned, his parents and his siblings were happy. At the same time, Minato and Kushina had to admit their son's abilities, even though he didn't use them for a bit, brought in some results and they were now whole together. And Naruto witnessed that his brother had feelings for Hinata, so he cursed him to confess his feelings, and for Hinata, she was cursed to, well, recuperate those feelings as well. As for his sister, she was heartbroken. She had a crush on Sasuke, but now Sasuke was the most zestiest kid out there ever. The most zestiest, light skinned kid out there. And that is why Naruto and Mito couldn't help but laugh at this, at the same time cry, because her crush has turned into that thing. All thanks to Naruto, because he was taking out his wrath on the Uchiha clan for what they have done. As now we see, Naruto was in this way was able to laze off and save the world with his new abilities. As up in the realm of Heavenly Realm, where we see Kami, Yami, and Shinigami. Yami was laughing her ass off, while Kami and Shinigami had fingers in their temples while trying their best to hide their smirk. They were pissed that their sister had given such abilities to the kid, the child of prophecy, and him being a genius was able to resolve in this manner the world's catastrophe. You know, for once, I have to give it to you. Your obnoxiousness brought results, Yami. I'm proud of you, sisters. Yeah, but next time just please ask about before you do something like that. But you gotta admit, that thing is funny, right? Yes. The Uchiha clan turning into the most zestiest clan out there. That is something in itself, indeed. And as for Naruto, we see him currently scratching his ass while laying on the bed and resting. More like snoring already. As this is where I'm going to leaving the story off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. Sorry, because I had to make this. I was reading a few funny mangas and I thought, hey, why not? And I did. Anyways, as I mentioned before, I will be making your ideas into movie and short movie tomorrow, so submit your ideas. Enough said, let's end the video here, as this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing off for the day. Peace.